Hey guys, welcome to episode 33 of Prime U. Now, like I say, obviously, I just want to say because today I felt now's the time to come out and say this now. I've worked with Matrixlord for a number of years. I've done some hangouts with him back in 2000. What year was it? That's right. 2012, me and Major Sword did like these Skype calls, and I recorded these Skype calls between me and him and other Whovians at the time, which was really good actually. And then obviously that led to the Whovians podcast, the Five Whovians, or whatever you want to call it. And then we did other shows as well. Obviously this led to Major Sword doing the Everything Show, the Real Walking Cast, and some of the great shows that Major Sword does. But for some reason, excuse me a minute, hang on a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. But like I was saying, I got to New Major Sword back in 2012, and we did podcasts together. We did a lot of stuff together. We did a lot of great things, and now
Hello.
all of a sudden,
Hello, everyone. Hello, viewers. Sorry.
hey, David, how's it going? Now, obviously, I wanted to get this across. Yeah, sorry about that. But like I was saying, oh yeah, you seem to be delayed, Colin. I got to New Major. But yeah, like I was saying, for some reason, someone has done something beyond stupid and decided to mock the real Hoovians cast, and I'm afraid this is definitely happened. I'm afraid, and after I've never thought in my wildest dreams I would ever see someone do something that stupid to Matrix Sword shows like that, and to make it and mock it like in a way that it's garbage, we're going to make our own version of it. It's just really upsets me when people have to mock the hell out of someone's YouTube show, like the real Hoovians cast, that has had a lot of good popularity on that channel, and then for someone to mock it, that in itself really took me really by surprise. And after the amount of content on this, and more importantly, not as well as mocking the real Hoovians cast, but also mocking the songs that I brought to YouTube last year, got to a point where they decided to mock it in a bad sense, which I didn't quite like how they would, the fact that they were using it on their so-called mocking video, which I wasn't really impressed about. But I don't understand why the hatred has now all of a sudden been paid attention, not only to Major Sword but to myself now all of a sudden. And it seems to me that some people don't seem to want to appreciate Major Sword's hard work and dedication on YouTube for some reason. I don't know what's caused this, and I don't know. I personally think it's just a group of people, maybe one or two people, who are probably deciding to watch this whilst I talk right now, and I wouldn't be too surprised. But I just want to say to them straightforward: you make me sick when you go on there and mock the hell out of a Google Hangout show after nearly over 300 episodes. You think this is the best way to go? You think this is the best way to go? And then to come up with this random whatever you were talking about. Like I couldn't even understand what you were saying. I'm sorry, but it's it just to be honest, I think these people need to just think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing on YouTube, and just leave myself and Matrixlord alone. Just don't like put press. Don't try and don't try and mock the shows, because if you mock the shows, you're just. Now the thing is, if you mock a show, you're gonna create hate. You're gonna create enemies. You're gonna create enemies, and you're going to put it into a point where it's just gonna get chaos. So I urge them to think about wanting to remove that video if possible. Which I know they're not going to take my advice, because people like that would never take my advice, to be honest. But I just want them to realize straightforward that I will not tolerate people mocking other people's shows, and particularly mocking like stuff that I've done. I'm not going to tolerate that on YouTube videos or whatever you've done, like whether it's a hangout or a YouTube video. I will not tolerate that, because I've had like people commenting on my videos recently trying to point the finger at me recently about talking about Robin Williams and the whole Robin Williams situation, and I just want that person to know straightforward that I have the right to make my opinion about Robin Williams. I have my absolute rights to making my opinion about this, and I don't understand why one person seems to be against anything that I say about Robin Williams, or try to talk about depression. I don't understand why I can't seem to voice my opinion, and it just makes me. Let's see. It bothers me when people like that have to go out there, write a comment where everyone can see, and sit there and say, "Oh, you're wrong, mate. You're wrong. You don't know nothing. You know jack stuff." Well, I want that person to know straightforward. I have the right of my own opinion. I will not be told that I'm not allowed to voice my opinion. I will not be told to like apologize for something I didn't do, and I'm telling that person straightforward, because I'm not apologizing for what I said about in that cast, because I had every right to say that. That was my own opinion, and if you can't accept my own opinion, then why do you bother watching? Because everybody has their own opinions in this world, and I don't understand why there are certain individuals who can't seem to accept that part of human nature. But seriously, trying to mock someone's show on YouTube is not cool. It's not cool at all, and it's not fair. And for people like that to go on the network and to really bash someone's show is just ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I had to bring it up, David, but it's just gotten ridiculous why I'm having this. Where I'm having
put it
these
this
like,
way, Sammi has been very, very good. It's obvious that on big YouTubers that I watch, like the Amazing Atheists, the Young Turks, they will have every type of opinion, from the best opinion from the left or the right to the most moronic, pansy bleeding heart, to the most conservative far right, anti-gay, anti-black, blah blah blah. You know, but you see, they allow it. But you see, the difference is the ones that Sammy's dealing, and I'm talking to you, the ones doing it. Let's get this straight. I'll fucking beat the living shit out of you if you said that to my face. Sammy's sat there for 34 minutes ignoring you. I mean, seriously, you're a bunch of little pussies. You're a bunch of little bitches hiding behind your laptop. And I said this a few days ago to somebody else. If you were here now saying what you're saying to me, I'd fucking break you. I'd snap your neck. I'm not doing that bullshit.
I agree.
But Sammy doesn't do it because he's got more common sense than me.
Yeah. I mean, I know, Connor, you're probably annoyed about this ridiculous idea of trying to mock, people mocking myself and Matrixlord, right? You're annoyed about that.
It's completely stupid. The amount of effort that you two put into your shows is phenomenal. And then these people come along, this Mo Lester that I lost my shit at yesterday. He comes along and says that he's going to hack your account and close you down by Friday. If you
know what? To be honest, that's a lie. All right, I just want this person to know straightforward. Okay, I will not tolerate people.
It angers me so much.
Yeah.
And whoever's saying this stuff is full of crap.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Oscar. Yeah. But like I said, I am not going to tolerate people trying to go around, I even had someone going around on Twitter saying I was dead, which I was a bit sick and tired of it, all right? Because I'm sick and tired of these people who think they can go around saying I'm dead this, I'm dead that, and then to go ahead and say on YouTube, oh, you got to remove your videos, otherwise we're going to take your channel down. Well, let me tell you something. I can voice my opinion anytime I want. I can do YouTube videos as much as I want, and I will not be slapped in the face by any of those fools just because I can't voice myself. Because I'm here to talk about. If I'm a Whovian, I'm allowed to express my opinion about Doctor Who. If I want to express about movies, I'm allowed to express my stuff on movies or video games or etc. Doesn't matter what program it is. I'll talk about it. And then, and the thing is, I can understand that some of them are scary cats trying to run away because I reject them from my so-called group. Well, I just want them to put it straightforward. Yeah, you may hate my guts now, but let's think about it in about 25 years' time when you're old and you can't seem to move your legs and you can't seem to move yourself and you struggle to get your education because you always disappointed yourself during your education hours. And you know what? That's fine because the only person who's going to have common knowledge in a few years' time is going to be me, and you're going to be looking at it because you'll probably see me on the newspaper. Oh yeah, you might see me on TV. I don't give a damn because I'm going to be everywhere, and you guys won't because you guys will be forgotten about. That's what you're going to be. You're going to be forgotten waste of times that will, they'll
be has-beens in their own lifetime. Yeah. It's quite simple. If they go around saying that, well, they're not going to anyway. They say that in the real world. People, whether it's on the internet or whether it's to themselves. Ones who say something nice to your face and then are talking behind your back. If any of these people say what they say to people's face, they would be leaving in a stretcher. Sorry, Alexis.
Everyone has the right to express their opinion, but if it's going to offend somebody, then don't just say it behind their back. If you're going to say something to someone, either say it to their face or don't say it.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm just.
It's like the Baptist church.
Yeah.
The Baptist church people say that God hates whatever. People allow them to say what they want, even though what they're saying, that sort of thing, or anything similar, is basically abhorrent. It's complete bollocks. It's like people say, well, what do you think about gay marriage, David? Well, it's quite simple. Whether I agreed with it or not. it's none of my bloody business. They can do what the hell they want. And I would like to think that I can say what I like. You see that stupid little shitty video of yours making... well, you're doing videos in New York because Matrixlord works there, you stupid fuck. You know?
Let me guess. You saw a video, right, David?
And I'm not a little kid, okay? I'm not a young man like Sammi or, Bryan. You haven't got the balls to say it to my face. You're all the way in goddamn New Zealand or Australia. I've seen your pictures, you dressed up like a little pussy and a little pansy in that school uniform of yours. You better be careful if you're going past white van and they'll bang you in, because they like your type. Thick and dumb. Anyway.
Yeah, like I said, it just makes me sick when people, for some idiot to go around saying I'm dead, and for people on YouTube, and some people on Twitter trying to accept that speech, which I think is wrong, because that person should definitely be reported on Twitter, and I urge people to do so, because that shouldn't be allowed to go on there saying that stuff. And
if I see any of that, I'll definitely report it. I just haven't seen it, but I
had to report it straight away,
because I mean, people shouldn't be allowed to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that you're bigger than them, Sammi. I'll be honest. Is Sammi slightly plump and fat? Quite possibly. Is he somewhat? Is he someone to the gym? Sammi went to the gym and bulked up. I guarantee you, he would have the stature, enough size to become like the Mountain from Game of Thrones. Because he is a big bloke. He may not look like it on the screen. No wonder you're taking the piss out of him from the comfort and safety of the internet, because in real life he would dwarf you. He'd grab you and powerbomb you into the floor. He's that big. I mean, seriously, he would choke the living shit out of you. He'd do a MMA. He'd tombstone you. You're just a little bunch of... several of them look like they haven't even gone through puberty yet. I mean, seriously. And any sort of sexual experiences you've had is with your mum.
Oh yeah, exactly. And it also made me sick at one point when I was off the air, and someone decided to come on this cast. Well, come on one of my casts off air with a picture of Matrixlord himself. I want that person to get it straight, basically, that. To for God's sake, leave Matrixlord alone. Stop this hatred whatsoever. I don't give a crap what you have to say about Matrixlord. I don't give a damn if you hate the guy's guts. But for God's sake, you need to start showing respect for this guy, because this guy has been through so much crap over the last few years. And then for some people who think it's funny to mock this guy and to come up with stupid names just to mock his name, I mean, come on. That's not on. That's not on.
And I've seen so many people just like getting targeted for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like you guys aren't doing anything wrong, and then you just have these people that are throwing things out there that are completely untrue and rude.
That molester yesterday didn't even have the balls to use his own voice. I mean,
yeah,
my
it wasn't
dog has
even like
my
some sort of automated voice thing.
I tell you now, if you're using, alright, I'm going to say this to those people, right? If you're using voice control, it's no good. It's not working, because I tell you now, your voices are going to get recognised anyway. I even recognised your voices from that so-called Carter Watch broadcast when a familiar face who hadn't appeared on my cast for nearly, let me think. Oh yeah, a couple of months ago, decided to mock me all those ever since. Oh yeah, what happened to him? Oh yeah, what? Because what? He's got a problem for me saying that he didn't bother helping me through my YouTube show. Is this where it's all coming down? Because I'm telling you now, mate, you're wasting a lot of time on all this criticism, and you're wasting your time trying to bring me down, because it's not going to work. And nothing's going to stop me. Nothing's going to stop me from doing YouTube videos, and I don't understand why you've got a hussy fit on me because I came out and said, oh, why didn't you bring out those Living the Dream Stories episodes out? Well, you should have brought them out for the people because there were people sick and tired of waiting. I'm serious. I had messages and messages, people telling me, why were these episodes not out? I'm not kidding. I've had a lot of messages about that, and it
what
makes
really
me sick.
annoys me is that Hayden was on several of your podcasts and Matrixlords, happily invited, happily taking part, and now he's acting like he's really made himself look like a complete cunt. Pardon my language, Alexis. Shouldn't swear.
That's all right.
Nice, by the way.
I understand the ranting, so it's
Yeah.
quite all right.
I mean, I'm sorry for bringing this up, Alexis. I mean, it's just, for someone to...
Let
me finish, Sammy. Let me finish.
I understand it.
I'm the
It's
kind of guy who's
really frustrating.
Yeah.
I get that.
who's had a lot real violence towards him. I'm the sort of guy who have been violent towards other people. This is nothing. This is virtually non-existent. This means absolutely bugger all. I've had my face smashed in. Fist punch after punch. I've got so angry that quite literally people in the same room were terrified. I suppose. I'm not proud of it, but and that's the point. You're taking the piss out of people who you have no fucking clue about. You don't really know anything about them. I mean, I'm friends.
And I bet you.
I'm friends with lots of people, but I've never actually met them. So, for all you know, Sammy could knock you out in one bloody move. Alexis could lift that hat up of hers and be like Oddjob in the James Bond movies. I mean, and let's face it, Alexis could kick your ass, and she's a, young girl. I mean, seriously. At least she's showing her fucking face. What are you doing? Oh, wow, you've made some stupid comments and some ridiculous noises in the background. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. What? You're going to end up on the dole for the rest of your life, mate. I'm talking to you, Hayden. You whiny little fuck.
Yeah, I mean, and trust me, I mean, even I remember speaking to Mike shouting about it, and he was really peed off. He was really peed off when he saw it, what I saw, and
if they want male attention, there's plenty of gay bars open. They could go to them. Being gay, believe it now, is accepted.
In fact, if Mike Shelley is watching, I understand how you feel about all that situation, and I'm hoping these people are going to learn a lesson for not trying to mess with I'm hoping people are going to learn not to mess with Matrixlord and my channels anymore, because you probably noticed, haven't you, David, about the amount of some of the thumbs downs I've been getting on some of the videos. I mean, I'm hoping this is going to come to an end now. Now that I've voiced it out and I've got what I had to say out of there, because it's what.
Well.
But yeah, anyone else want to chime in on the discuss? Got something to add, or?
I'd like to meet that molester. I'd like to make him cry.
Yeah. If anyone wants to carry on, I'll be back in a bit and that.
Well, I'll say something. 2008. This is a perfect demonstration of why people shouldn't. Well, they should be careful with what they say online. 2008. You can tell from my voice I'm fuming right now. 2008. The factory that I'd been working at for years and disliked with a passion burned down. I went online and did a video basically telling a few home truths and at the end laughing about the fact that it burned down. Seen by 500 people in a local town about 15 minutes away, got lots of abuse online and on the telephone. I didn't not go back in, I went back in. That's the kind of balls I have. But I was shocked. I was absolutely taken by surprise. You know, that wasn't somebody all the way in America or, you know, England like Sammi. That was people who know full well who I am. You know, when I got the telephone threat, the police officer came to the house and basically took the side of them. He also said, you know, watch your back, they're gunning for you or something like that. So, you know, I'm not scared. I basically trolled unintentionally a whole town because I didn't realise how powerful the internet is. I'm not bothered. You know, you want to come down to England, mate? You come down to England. I'll teach you the consequence of running your mouth like a whiny little whatever. Yeah. If you want, I'll dig a grave for you, mate. You open your mouth, give me an excuse to end you, then I'll dump you in there. That's simple. Allegedly for legal reasons.
And you see, I've had plenty of people like hate on me for different things and say different things to kind of threaten me simply because of what I believe in and that kind of stuff. And it's like, you know what? You don't even know me. You shouldn't be just like threatening me and hating on me. It's like, you're not going to do anything. If you're going to say something to me, if you're going to threaten me, actually come up to me and say it.
And yeah, I'm saying this actually. Tell them how stupid this is. You know, it's one thing. You know, I'm the oldest person here, so I know from experience. My video was basically a bit of, I think in hindsight, it was getting out a lot of things I really felt. But the place had just burned down. You know, it literally meant that people were out of work for a month or so. And to be terribly honest, some people there deserved it. I'm not going to apologise for that bit. But it has screwed up my it's completely changed everything. There are still people now who dislike me, you know, and I still go in there. I still have a FU attitude to this town. And you're not doing that, mate. You do that to people in your local town, then see how funny it is. Because it won't be Sammi, it won't be any of us. You'll get it won't just last for a few hours and then wear off for several years. It is still, it's ruined my whole opinion of the town. It's ruined, basically, you know, people's opinion of me.
And
or maybe that's
my
own mind. Yes. Go on, sorry.
I'm not trying to yell at people. I'm not trying to sound tough. I'm just saying that if people are going to be rude to me, to actually just flat out say it. If they're just going to, like, as was said earlier by, I don't remember who said it, like hiding behind a computer or something like that, it's just really obnoxious, especially with how much hate I get for, well, other things that people don't approve of. And, you know, they can, I don't even really know what to say to half these people. I've honestly considered making a video to just flat out rant at these people because they don't even shut up about it. Like, the fact that, and I'm going to say this now, I have a girlfriend. Yes, people try to tell me it's wrong, try to yell at me for it. And you know what? I just want to teach them that they don't get to choose what other people do.
I understand that. Oscar, yeah. But yeah, you know, it's like I said, you know, if you want to support Matrixlord and that on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to him and also subscribe to Osgood's channel, support her channel and stuff, and David Ash's Doctor Who radio show, you know, support that, and then you've got the and then you do podcasts, don't you, Connor? Do you, Connor? You do hangouts, don't you?
I've done one for an Asylum of the Dalek review, but follow me on Google Plus if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you're bound to do some more hangouts. I think. Come on.
Yeah.
And then of course we've got some other bunch of Whovians that do hang us, like Mike Shannon, the Whovians podcast, which obviously they're going to be doing the Three Doctors and the Empty Child Doctor Dances. Good episodes there. But yeah, like I said, let's stop on the hate. Let's think of the positive. Think of the positive in a light, and because we all know what Matrixlord was saying. Matrixlord would say, think about the positive. Don't let's cut out of the nonsense. Let's cut out of this trolling business. Let's make people feel happy. I think David Ashley would agree on that. Make people happy.
Yeah, and I've had this before. Me, Great Big Kev, I describe now, had this troll called Chris Gillian, and the last time I heard from Indispensable PG, he told me that he was in basically a psychiatric unit, and he just bloody, well, I presume this is true, but he said he basically tried to rape one of the nurses. That's the sort of mentality.
I'll be back in a minute.
I mean, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. Alright, that's it.
And he was clearly suffering from mental issues. So what's their excuse? Yeah, Jacob Miles. Have you seen that guy? Fucking hell. I mean, there are deaf and mute people who wouldn't date him.
Yeah, like I said, make sure to show, and also if people want to subscribe to my channel, then please do, because I want to try and get as much support from people who are honest and caring, and to support the channels, support myself and Matrixlord and all the hangouts that we do, and
Well, you haven't got anything to apologize. I'm sorry for talking a lot, but I usually do that anyway.
Yeah, carry on. You say.
It doesn't matter what the trolls think. You haven't got anything to apologise for. You shouldn't even waste your time understanding them. You shouldn't be pleading to them. Yeah. And the simple fact is, they're going to carry on doing it anyway, which kind of says something about them. I mean, these are supposed to be, just graduated students or something, or little kids. So the older ones are not really setting a good example to younger kids, and the younger kids. I mean, and by the way, the internet stores a lot of information of what you do, even when you've deleted it. Yeah. You could get a bad reputation. Like Facebook, some employers will actually, if you apply for a job, they'll actually check your Facebook out.
Well, there you go.
Sammi Carter has done more fucking videos than these dicks have. Matrixlord. I'll be honest, is Matrixlord 2 bit of a, the other day sort of telling me not to swear or whatever. Sometimes he comes across as, like a teacher almost, I suppose. And Sammi, like I said, may be a bit plump or whatever. He probably needs to work out, but he's bigger than you. And when I say bigger, not just size-wise, but otherwise. If he keeps going and puts, if you put this into, a career type thing, like the other day I asked you whether you had, location type equipment type thing, you could achieve anything. But what are the others doing? They're just pestering people like Alexis. They're just pestering Sammi Carter. You're not doing anything worthwhile. I mean, you might look back and actually regret it. It's like me when I was doing drugs or drinking a lot. I was wasting money, and I don't really give a shit if you come back at me, any of you little bastards or anybody else using this against me, because it means fuck all. I'm not a little boy. I'm not someone who has self-confident issues. Like Michael Engel. Michael Engel totally ripped into Matt Edwards a couple of weeks ago. He's not going to take bullshit. He would get even more shit out of it than me. He comes from a sort of rough part of America. He's not a bullshitter. You know, some people, when they say they're going to rip your fucking head off, they're going to do it. And then they're going to do a little dance afterwards. Yeah? Don't fuck with people you don't know. And by the way, for all you know, Sammy Cart and other people might have more internet skills than you do.
See? Yeah, you're quite right there, Dave. Yeah.
They've got potential and abundance. You've got fuck all. That's the point.
Yeah.
If you were so fucking worth of anything, you wouldn't need to be trolling. You'd have something slightly more important to do. I would quite happily fucking stand in your fucking face for real. You want to fucking end up in an early grave, you go ahead. But I guarantee you, the way you're going, you just... Well, seriously, there is dry sperm out there that's got more potential than you. Yeah? I think, you know, your dad's sperm went in the wrong direction. It was an accident.
Yeah. I personally agree with what you say, David. I can understand how you feel right now.
I shouldn't.
But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I hope Matrixlord. I even promised Matrixlord to try and stand up in his name like this, because basically, you know, he's busy right now. You know, he's got work, he's got life to think about right now, and he can't be doing with this nonsense. So I said, you know, I'm going to chime in and, you know, put the truth to the mat, because, you know, somebody has to, and I'm glad that I took that opportunity to do it, because, you know, I'm not going to let, like, people damage people's reputation on YouTube at all. And you know, whether you're trying to damage myself, Osgood, or you know, David Ashton, or even Dr. Freedom. I mean, Dr. Freedom's had like bad problems in the past, and Matrixlord or whoever, you know, try and leave those guys alone, and you know, get on with your own stuff, or you know, leave YouTube or whatever you have to do, because I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm not going to tolerate it. But you know, like I said, it's just all I've got to say really is that I love being on YouTube. I love doing like these hangouts. I love doing like, you know, Who Harmony and that, and you know, doing casts with Matrixlord, like the Everything Show, the Real Whovians cast, and you know, that's, you see, and like the Whovians podcast and that, and like I said, I encourage like any Whovians who you know, who do enjoy watching my videos and they want to join the cast, you know, I do invite you to add me on Google Plus, definitely. But obviously, you know, we're not going to have the, you know, the bad side of things.
They may take the piss out of you, or anybody takes the piss out of people on the computer. Once upon a time, being a computer geek was dorky or whatever, but now actually the internet is life. You know, entire careers. You know, people, believe it or not, what Sammy's doing is what the Young Turks do. They do it to make their money. You know, there are people writing blogs who actually are nothing more than internet journalists, basically. So while you're trolling him, making stupid comments, he's effectively got a career. Yeah, it's that simple. I mean, seriously. It just, and you know, this might seem sad to some people, but at least I'm not sitting in a bar on my own drinking beer after beer after beer after beer like I used to. You know, granted it was fun getting pissed, but at least I'm doing something constructive. And yeah, we're not getting the hundreds of thousands of views or whatever, but at least we're connecting with people in a way that isn't pissing them off. You know, that's. What were you saying, 50th?
Yeah, you were saying, Charles. I think, was it Charles who was speaking, or?
I was just gonna say. I mean, he made a point, and you know, it's too bad. Well, hold on.
What do you think, Bryan?
Yeah, what do you think of this whole nonsense?
Well, first I just want to say hello, everybody.
Yeah, hey, bro, that was good.
But yeah, I just heard about this whole thing and everything, but it's just ridiculous. It's stupid and everything. Just stupid nonsense.
Yeah, honestly, all of this is just like all the crap that people are saying is just getting kind of obnoxious. So I'm glad you guys actually came out and said something because it's been
Yeah,
bothering
yeah.
me.
You know, I'm glad you said that now because you know I was worried that this wasn't going to work, but you know I'm glad I've done it now. So,
Yeah.
You know, I apologize for having to cut off there a second ago, but you know, the thing is with these guys, they see you, they see Matrixlord, they see whomever having your channel getting more popular, or you know, getting more views, or whatever it may be, and they get frustrated because they're not getting that, so they lash out at you, and that's what that all stems from, and it's too bad because you know, if they use that energy that they're using towards you towards something else and make it constructive, we wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah.
yeah, you agree, and and obviously, you know, I guess Michael Shannon's probably, you know, I understand how Michael Shannon's probably feeling right now about all of this, and he's probably annoyed by everything. Just, yeah, I bet he's pretty annoyed right now, and you know, I don't blame Michael Shannon for getting angry right now. I don't blame him for, you know, feeling pretty so anxious at this point. You know, I'm hoping this is all going to come to an end. I'm just hoping this is going to force them now to now think about moving away from the YouTube computer, or in fact moving away from the computer completely, and you know, getting on with their own lives and getting out of whatever world they're in. And hopefully it's going to make them understand straightforward that I'm not gonna be I am not gonna like reply to their messages at all. I'm not gonna, you know, respond to their so-called messages that they got for me. I'm not responding to all that because why should I? Why should I waste my time, right? You know, responding to stuff that you can't even speak because your voice is broken. And oh, here we go. I mean, hang on, because we got someone trying to come on the cast here. Hang on a minute. But like I was saying, really, you know, it just makes me sick, really, when people. Right, here we go.
Well, to be honest, I mean, I just don't know why
Yeah.
these people do that, this kind of stuff, because we had for your.
Oh,
Hey,
Hey,
here is the great Matrixlord.
Joe.
Hello.
Hey, Joe.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Hey, Joe. I mean, I stuck up for you, man. I mean, you know.
What's going on?
I'm trying to get.
I just have to say, I just have to say, there's no reason for hatred. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody who was always welcome on my show. We never had any problems. For some reason, some people have issues, mental issues or whatever, and then they go off and they attack people and they threaten people and they steal people's images from Facebook, from Google. They create false accounts under my name with my image. They stole images of my girlfriend, tried to do that. You know, they're trying to destroy lives, and you can't do that. You can't do that in life because it's illegal. Okay, it's called identity theft. It's called, you know, defamation of character, slander. You can't do that just because the internet. There's laws. Okay. And I know that, you know, some of this stuff is coming from, I don't want to mention names, people from other countries and stuff like that, but still, everybody's bound by laws, okay? And you know, no one's going to harass me or threaten me to put them back on the show when they absolutely did everything they can in their power to destroy my life and my friends' lives. I mean, this person who, I'm not going to mention any names, has basically contacted all the female members of my show posing as different people, had linked their pictures to, you know, disgusting things in the past and stuff like that. And you know what? It was stopped. You know, all his channels came down. He stopped these acts. We don't want this nonsense, okay? We don't want this troll, this nonsense, these fake videos. I'm not going to end my channel. I'm not going to take my channel down. Everybody has a right to speak their opinion and do their own shows. Just like this individual has a right to do his own show. Nobody's going to bother him. Nobody's going to bother me. But to do this hatred thinking that there's no way to end it, think again, okay? There is lawyers, there is things, and I just don't want battles. I want peace, okay?
Yeah,
that person
exactly.
that attacked me is no longer ever going to be on my show, and it's a thing I stand by. No matter what, he's not coming on my show, okay? He has done enough damage to my friends, and he has basically forced people to leave YouTube forever, okay? And he's done many, many different horrible, disgusting things. He doesn't, you know, he does this all the time. And this has to stop, okay? This has to stop. This has to stop. All these evil people and trying to link them with us. You know, I am a good person, okay? I don't deal with evil people, all that other nonsense and stuff like that. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of like all this nonsense, you know?
Well, like I said, Joe, you know, I mean, I stand up for you, man. I mean, I stand up for you through this. I mean, I even said, like in the beginning of the show, you've been through some difficult times, and for some idiot to try and mock your show is just out of order. It really is.
Right. Listen, I come from a reputable family, okay? I'm a good person. I don't do bad things. I try to write books to help people. I'm a sci-fi fan. You know, I have my family members have been in the police, have fought in wars. You know, we all believe in God. We're all religious. You know, we don't do bad things. And you know, I am definitely an agent of the light. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do evil things, and I don't associate with evil people. Okay, so like, I'm not gonna have some bully attack me or my
if your
friends.
channels are so bad, Matrix, if your channel, Sammi, are so bad and such a waste of time, why are trolls even bothering?
I don't know why I don't even know why trolls even give me attention, because my channel isn't that big where
it's not really a good indictment on the human race, is it? When they go online on anyone's account, you know, and I understand, reached as entitled even morons to talk, but the fact is, you know, it's just making people think now. You know, the internet is affecting people's morality.
It does, and there's a time to turn it off. You know, and I'm not leaving, though. I'm not going to be the one to leave like everybody else has left. You know, because I don't believe in bullies, and I don't believe in that nonsense. Do your own show. Don't worry about my show. Do your own show. Make your show more successful than mine. Yeah. That would be great. God bless you. But
all somebody has to do
one thing that I
discover who you
Alexis.
are. You know?
One thing I don't think people realize is that by hating on an account, they're really getting the account more attention.
Yeah, exactly. My channel got more subscribers because of this nonsense, and I don't want it that way. But I mean, you know, I want everybody to have a voice. I want everybody to have a choice. I promote all my people to make their own podcasts and their own shows, and give them the opportunity to get away from the camera shy and talk about things, and I look for people to evolve, you know, and I don't look for people to like hurt people and stuff like that, and I'm not going to have that done to me. I'm not going to stand for it, you know. I'm not going to talk about it too much, you know. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but you know, because I don't want it to take away from my show and different thing, but I'm not going to stand for it, and I'm just not going to allow it. I mean, you can't. Eventually, they'll pick somebody else to hate on.
Yeah, exactly. You have a point, Joe. I mean, I think it's safe to assume that I always come back to that quote that you said: "United we stand, divided we fall."
Now, I'm hearing also that people are creating false podcasts or false things pretending to be the real Who Beans cast, and I can tell you.
Oh yeah, like I said before.
I don't know anything about that. I'm just getting word now. Unless you see it on my channel, It's not real, okay? My show is the Real Hoovians Cast. You're only going to see it on a Matrixlord212 channel, and the only way you could tell that it's from my channel is you could tell by subscribers, and you could tell that I have over 405,000 views. So if you see it on any other channel that has 0 subscribers, if you see a Matrixlord name that has 0 subscribers or less than 800 and something subscribers, that's not me. Okay.
Yeah, and also I do encourage people who watch my cast to please report if you see any people trying to
if you see any
use
videos
Matrix
by
Lord's
anybody,
images.
right, if you see any videos by anybody pretending to be the Real Hoovians and saying bashing and disparaging things, flag it down, and that's it. And you could tell my channel and you could tell their channel, okay? And like I said, the only other problem I had with Google Plus was that they wouldn't allow me to comment on my channels, so I had to create another account just to comment, and that's how we found the whole the whole thing, the whole troll to begin with of what he was doing. So, and that's it. I mean, I even have people making fake accounts on the other account that I had, which I haven't used in like months. So, enough of this nonsense. Let's move forward. Let's do podcasts. Let's have fun. Doctor Who's coming back on August 23rd. Again, and I don't like to put myself down, but I am nobody special, okay? Everybody, there's tons of channels out there on YouTube that have millions of views, millions of subscribers. I'm the low man in a totem pole. I have 800 something. That is nothing. I don't know why I'm getting any attention from any trolls, okay? Yeah. So go away. and go. You shouldn't even go after anybody, but I mean, I'm nobody special. I don't believe, I'm not conceited. I don't see myself as special. I just try to get everybody together from all parts of the world, from all different race, religion, cultures, just have fun and talk about Doctor Who and TV shows, and that's all we do. And then in my spare time, I write books, I work, I do different things. And I encourage everybody to make videos and be positive and do your own podcast. And I don't hate on anybody. I just don't like when people make it personal and making it where they're trying to ruin my friends' lives, get them fired from their jobs, impersonate them, go as far as making out that they're them with their images, contacting their jobs, trying to get them fired. This has gone on, and I'm tired of it. This is nonsense. This is why people leave YouTube, and it needs to stop. So
Exactly. I mean, this is why I did this cast to stand up for you, Joe, because, like you said we're going to get the truth out there, and you're right.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know. I didn't see this whole cast in its entirety. I appreciate what you're doing, Sammy Carter, but, I'm not going to, if there's ever a situation where even somebody came on my show and was evil or had, like, criminal activity, I would cease contact with that person immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to come on the show. They're positive. They're good people. I don't want evil people coming on my show. I don't want, like, people, all this nasty stuff. I don't want to deal with any of that nonsense, okay? We want to promote goodwill, and we want to promote, Doctor Who and TV shows, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, that's why I encourage people to come on Who Harmony and stuff, because,
And if I may say something.
Carry on. Sorry.
I don't think people realize that by doing this stuff, it is considered cyberbullying, which is illegal, so they can get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of my subscribers, by the way, Joe, has commented to me about this whole situation. Said to me, basically to tell you, oh no, there he hasn't. Damn it, never mind. But yeah, people are gonna. I mean, I encourage people to subscribe to Matrixlord212. And to show support.
Look, I mean, this podcast is not to promote me. It's to unpromote the hatred. It's to basically stop all forms of hatred and bullying and cyberbullying and defamation of character and slander and identity theft and fake accounts on Google+, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook. Just stop. Stop. Make a name for yourself. You want to be important. You want to have a group of friends. You want to, like, do your own podcast. You want to become famous. Have a heart. Okay? Have a heart to show how wonderful you are. Believe in God. Go out there. Show the best job you can do. Get your friends. Don't bash anybody. If you want to be critical on certain things, like a critic, on movies and stuff, that's fine. But always have an open mind. Okay, and I'm even talking to the troll now who's doing this stuff now lately today. You have the power to control your destiny. You have the power to make your channel wonderful. Okay? And it's not going to be wonderful while it's filled in the darkness of bashing people and hurting people. So I would suggest, if you want your channel to succeed, you remove all videos of hatred and bashing and everything else. You create a channel, a podcast all your own, for your own shows, movies, comics, whatever, Doctor Who, and you don't bash people. And when you create a respectability where people could trust you and people could feel welcome on your show, then you're a better person. But to create a name, like making out like you're Matrixlord212 or Gamma, or all these different, all my friends that they've impersonated and family members and everything, to do that and to even stalk Facebook phone numbers and stuff, that is disgusting, I gotta say. Okay? And I have no control over what people do, like, you know what I'm saying? So I would just suggest, dude, or whoever, group of trolls or whatever, just forget about it. I mean, anything. You're mad at me because you don't like my face, you don't like my eyebrows, you don't like, my weight, you don't like my voice, I'm annoying. That's fine. You have the right to not like me, okay? But don't bash me. Go make your own shows. Go promote how wonderful you are, okay? And you can't be wonderful if your whole life is devoted to hating people, because then you don't define yourself as any characteristics that are nice. So, you gotta be a good person. You want to become famous, you want to make a name for yourself, you gotta have a reputation that's positive and good and interesting. Okay? You gotta be interesting, and you gotta be, wonderful and diverse and different, but you can't be hateful. You're not gonna. First of all, you ever see these actors, like the whole thing with Robin Williams happened, and they have these losers that are bashing him, right, when he's dead?
Oh yeah.
These people will not become. They'll become famous for like 5 minutes because they had the balls to bash him. But in the end, people are not going to watch their shows, like the guy from Fox. People are not going to watch their movies. People are not going to. They're going to have a bad taste in their mouth for these people, because that's the lowest form of an insult, is to attack somebody who's dead, like Robin Williams. So these people just lost all their credibility. And that's terrible. So, I'm alive, and I don't want people bashing me. So move on, and do something productive with your life.
Yeah, you shouldn't bash anybody with stuff like that. I mean, even if they don't know that you're doing it, it's still not something you should do. Whether you're doing it to their face or if you're just saying it to somebody else, you shouldn't be saying that stuff. You can just keep it to yourself. If you don't like someone, fine. You don't need to go and just tell the world. You don't need to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely can see the point, and the same with me. If you're gonna, forget the hatred on me. Seriously, and also stop trying to use my music, whoever the guy is, because it's not cool, and it's just not right.
It's copyright infringement.
Exactly, it is. It is. You should learn. You should ask for permission. You didn't bother, so take it down. I mean, I'm sorry I had to bring that up, Joe, but no one uses my music like that.
And see, if I end up using music in a video, I give credit to the original owner. If they ask me to take it down, I will. I give credit. I make sure that the people are fine with me having it up.
Yeah, exactly, and I hope Matrixlord appreciates what I'm doing here and this whole hangout and that, because these people need to leave myself and Matrixlord alone. Put this thing to rest, put it to the final core where we're gonna in a way start fresh, basically pay the way to peace, pay the way to happiness, pay the way to caring, pay the way to kindness, and drop it all down in the build up to Doctor Who Series 8 and all this exciting stuff. In order for us to be happy for when Doctor Who comes, the troll nonsense has to stop. I'm afraid to say it, but in order for these Whovians casts to get really good, honest feedback, these guys have got to go. These guys have got to go. I'm afraid it's true. I mean, Unless anyone else has got anything to add, I mean.
Well, I mean, I wanted to say, I'd like to say, that this whole, like, again, this whole thing is absolutely wrong and way beyond stupid and everything. I don't know why, like, anyone would do these kind of things and at all, but to me, I love being on any of these shows, like your show, Sammy.
Yeah.
Both of the Everything Show and the Real Hoovians show with Joe and everything. I absolutely love being on. I get to meet all you guys. I get to talk to you guys, and it's absolutely great to be on, to talk to you guys. I love it. So I don't know why people just bash and just do that.
We're glad having you on, mate. Really glad.
Oh, and of course you, David, too, with the radio show.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but you know, you've got more maturity and class than those lot. Despite your personal problems, or just like Joe's got his, and everyone's got problems. But apparently we have problems. But they don't have much brain cells.
Yeah, I think if you hit a nail in the head, David. I mean,
It's always good to hit something, but in a sort of make love not water. Some people really, well, all I'm going to say is that if they're really unlucky, like I said, I'd rather hit as in a date and the love type thing, making out type thing. But I'm guessing they might one day get the sort of hit that will come from someone who doesn't take kindly to what they say. They use their same bullshit attitude one day towards somebody who's in the same room, or someone who knows where they live, not that far away. Then no computer screen's going to protect them. They'll have to deal with it in the first world type thing, not the internet worldwide thing.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's yeah. In fact, I do appreciate the people who liked this video and understand where we're coming from, because for those who like this video, it means that you have a good sense of humor, that you understand where like I said, where we're coming from, and you can take things in a mature way, and that's why I encourage people to like this. If you like this video, it means you appreciate what we say, and you won't stand for it. You won't stand for like people like me who's been growing so success with with the channel views of like over 106,000 channel views and counting, and also Matrixlord, getting his like channel views, skyrocketing and everything. I do appreciate those 4 people who have liked so far, and I'm hoping there'll be more to come once this cast is on here, and I'm hoping people will appreciate what I say, really. But any final words from everyone, or?
Yeah, if I see any hate or anything, I'd support anyone, because I just hate when people hate on each other.
Thank you, Connor, for saying that. I mean, because obviously, like you said, you watched the Real Hoovians cast, and you and all that.
Yeah, I watch everything, and I love every show. And I mean, anyone that hates on anyone else is just stupid. And if I ever see hate, whoever it is, it doesn't have to be people on this cast. I'd support them.
Yeah, if anyone's getting any hate, just feel free to contact us or something. Because I'd be glad to support people with anything that you guys are getting hate for. No one deserves to be hated on, and I'll definitely help, or at least try to.
Yeah. I guess. Let me guess. Joe's got something else to add, or?
The only thing I can say is
Or he might
I'm a
have
promoter of
connection
peace.
problems
I'm
or
a promoter
something.
of help. You hear me? Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a
Yeah,
promoter of
we can
peace.
hear
I'm a
you.
promoter.
Carry on.
I'm a
Sorry.
promoter of helping people. If there has to be an open dialogue with these trolls or whatever, I would like to talk with them and understand why this is going on. But again, I am not going to go against my principles. The damage has been done so bad that I'm not going to have these people on the show, and I just want this cleared up. And
That's
I
how
want.
it works in the real world.
Yeah,
If you do the same thing in the real world, you will be. I was telling everybody earlier how 2008 I did a video telling some well-deserved home truths about this factory that I had down a few inside because it changed everything. It changed people's attitude towards me. And while I believe that I was in the right overall, in hindsight, I suppose in some ways I could have just kept my feelings to myself.
Well, back in the day, David,
when it's on the internet,
videos,
Joe, or in the real world, people, if you piss people off enough, it will sour your reputation.
Well, you know what? I back in the day when all those tube wars were going on, I contacted you before I was even doing YouTube videos to see if you were okay. Remember, with all that nonsense going on, and I was concerned because I didn't like that you were getting hatred and stuff like that. If you remember, so I mean, it's just I never believed the hate and all the nonsense that when stuff was directed to you, and I didn't think stuff that was right. And we've noticed over the years. I mean, even when I started making videos, that there have been times that you don't really know people. You don't really. Most of us haven't met each other in life. You don't really know people, and things come out sometimes that some people are not who they seem, or they're evil, and then you stay away from those people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. It's like
why has Hayden decided to suddenly become a complete?
I don't know what's going on with that, but I don't really want to mention names or bash anybody in any way. I don't know the story behind that or what's going on, so I'm not gonna entertain that.
Well,
maybe I'll talk to him and see. I mean, another thing too, like I said, there have been people that have shocked us and surprised us over the years that we couldn't believe that they were this evil or this whatever, and then we never talked to them again. It's like guilt by association. It's like you didn't know that person was evil, and then people are like, oh, you were friends with that person. Anybody could do anything. Look at Robin Williams. Nobody knew that he was going to kill himself or that other stuff. I mean, and he would look like the happiest person in the world. So I mean, it's not our fault, that people do evil things. And I won't be talking to people that are if it comes to light that some people are evil. You know what I'm talking about, David. You know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. But I'm not even going to mention that person's name. But that's the thing. We just want to have a good time on YouTube and Google Hangouts and Zoom and get everybody together to talk about their love for Doctor Who or for shows. It's a friendly thing. It's a family thing. No hatred towards anybody. Yes, we may have differences of opinions. We may not like each other's opinions, but there is a voice to say your opinions. There is a voice to say why you feel this way or you don't feel this way, and I hope that I provide that voice on my show. Now, people may just make hate videos after that and go all out of proportion, which is wrong, because I don't bash people, and then they're not on my show no more. I just don't. It's an even playing field. People are allowed to come on the show. I don't. If their opinion is not mine, they still come on my show. Because, if everybody had the same opinion, it would be boring. Life would be boring. You know what I'm saying? So
they can just sort of fuck off, really.
I mean, if everybody had the same opinion, it would be boring, okay? And, you know, I may not agree or, you know, but we could agree to disagree. And that's the whole thing. So
Yeah.
I
I called you, I suggested the other day you were being a bitch, and that didn't cause us, you know, to fall into, you know, a hufty fight or whatever.
Oh, I am? I don't know if I was.
No. Your opinion of Love and Monsters was Sammi.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know you were cursing me out, David. I'm like, really? Why? When was that happening? All right.
Yeah, but
I'll work on that, dude. I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, but that's the point. When you're friends, you accept.
Yeah,
even
you
the
can
most,
joke around, right?
When you're friends, even if somebody, you know, seriously disagrees with you, quite personally or whatever, you sort of take it.
Right.
But with these people, we're not going to take it because not only, well, they might have been friends before, but they've basically proven themselves unworthy of it. So
true friends could put you in your place. True friends could put you in your place. True friends could not be afraid that they'll talk to you on your phone. They'll call you out of the blue. You know, they'll tell you if they think you're going in a different direction. They won't build up hatred and then all of a sudden attack you or whatever. Those are not friends. Friends. If someone says, hey, you know, Joe, I don't like, you know, the tone of your voice and what you're saying on the podcast. Are you upset? Are you depressed or whatever? I'll look into it. I'll say, oh, you know what? Maybe I was just tired or whatever. But, like, that's a true friend. Like, telling somebody that something they noticed, you know, trying to help a friend out. Not someone that goes on there and says that I'm going to die in 20 years or they hope I get beat up because I didn't agree with their Star Trek opinion. That's nonsense.
Who said that, then?
Yeah, like, I know
nonsense.
on the different podcasts that I've been on, I have a very different opinion on a lot of Doctor Who things than other people do, but people, like, we might get into little mini rants or whatever, but we're not actually gonna, like, yell at each other or anything. It's just
we're not a group. We're not a
There's
group
always
that
disagreement, and
groups.
people aren't hating on each other for it, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
don't
I
hate on
went on
somebody
the
just
Game
because
of
you disagree
Thrones
with
site
them.
and, you know, took a swipe at feminists, and unfortunately the people running the thing...
Don't expect us to go to a convention dressed up like the Doctor and then beat up Star Wars fans. I saw stories.
You've got one last
and they get arrested and they lose all thousands of dollars each. I'm a Star Wars fan, a Star Trek fan, a Whovian. You know, everybody respect everybody's individual likes and dislikes, and don't go to each person's YouTube channel and hit a dislike button without watching their video. Watch their video, and sometimes maybe, you know what, if your whole life is created to, like, if you think that you're going to spend all day just disliking channels and videos, get a life and do something else. You know, make your own video just so maybe you'll get a like or dislike. I mean, instead of just going down. I had one person do that one time. They went down the line and they spent the whole day. Wow. A whole day. I don't even know if they slept, and they kept disliking. And I have thousands of videos and disliking every video. And then I got tired of it, and I shut the ratings off. And that's why I got tired of looking at that. So
that's a good thing for you. You know, I'm glad you do that now. I'm glad you.
Yeah, I think everybody started doing that to disabling the ratings. And eventually, if the comments get bad too, where people can't respect, you know, and they start using vulgarity, then the comments will stop too, and then nobody will be able to communicate that way.
But like I say, you know, for those who commented on, for those who liked this video, I'm glad that those people respect, like myself and Matrixlord's opinions on this, and also Osgood's and David Aston's and Bryan's and Connor's.
David Aston.
Yeah, David Aston. You know, I know you were pointing me out, David, that I got your name wrong so many times, and I apologize for that. David Aston, yes.
No, I was just simply saying that I went on a Game of Thrones site. There was some sort of thing that somebody posted, and I made a swipe at feminism, and the next thing, I had all these women coming at me, and I'd inadvertently offended the admins of it because they were both feminists, and you got one last chance. One last chance, David Aston. Don't say that again. And I said, well, they're all cunts. And so,
my God, with the language. All right.
And that was me off in quick fire time.
Wow.
And like I said, you know, I mean, I mean, look at my channel view success. I mean, I've had like over 106,930 channel views and counting.
Right. And just imagine how many you would have if you had your original channel, because your original channel you had a lot too.
Yeah, yeah.
And another thing too, me and Seismic here, Sammy Carter, have known each other before doing videos. So there's, you know what, for people to spend time trying to split up the group and get infighting and get Sammy to hate on Matrixlord and Matrixlord to hate on Sammy, that's not going to work anymore. I mean, that's just, people have tried that, right, Sammy? They tried to start battles and get us to fight, and just do something else with your time. Go do your own videos. Become a more successful show than mine. And I would love that. I would love to see that. That would be an awesome thing to see. We would see, oh, wow, this person was a troll, but now they got their life together, and look how wonderful and awesome they are. They're better than me. They're doing better than me. They're a millionaire on YouTube. That would be great. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
And I would be on their show, and they could bash me all they want. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be great.
So you're not becoming a self-made millionaire with YouTube?
No, not at all, actually.
I
won't become rich from YouTube, but I'll probably become rich from my books eventually.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just, like I said, I mean, I praise Matrixlord's, Real Whovians cast, everything show, despite the fact I haven't appeared in many this year that I was last year because of the lack.
That's because you're busy.
Yeah, I'm
different times.
My shows, and
when I'm working, it's like when I'm come home, you're sleeping. It's like
after
hours.
Mixed signals, ain't it? And
but we'll get caught up. You'll be doing podcasts soon, more.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, obviously, even I'm trying to get back also to the Omega files at some point, and
I want to try to get it back to when you and I just did podcasts. Remember, just you and me.
Yeah.
In fact, you and me. That'd be cool.
In fact, if Dr. Freedom is watching, and I'll try and send the link out to him later on, want to try and get back on your show, so try and contact,
And I'm really open to being on pretty much any Doctor Who podcast or whatever.
Cool.
Well, you got Mike Shannon doing his Whovians podcast. I mean, and in fact, he's probably watching now. I mean, I'm glad I'm promoting his Whovians podcast because, on Saturday he's doing the Three Doctors, and this is a classic episode.
Yeah.
And, and then Sunday's doing the Empty Child of the Doctor Dances with Doctor Number 9, Eccleston. So,
you should just ignore these trolls.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a waste of emotional or spiritual energy as part of your aura or whatever they call it.
I want to apologize because the other day we were talking about a Robin Williams cast, and then all of a sudden it stemmed from depression, then it stemmed to trolls, and I don't want to take away from the Robin Williams thing.
I kind of brought it up, didn't I?
And I know we got comments from you saying like people were upset that you said stuff about trolls and stuff linked with Robin Williams. Things got confused. Robin Williams committed suicide, whatever stuff he went through in his life. I don't hate on Robin Williams. I love Robin Williams, and I never say anything bad about him. The family's grieving right now, and it had nothing to do with, people hating on him. It just had to do with him being depressed and whatever medicine he was on or wasn't on, and that had nothing to do with trolling, that had nothing to do with hatred, that had nothing to do with, it's just people sometimes just go through things in life that people don't understand, So I know, Sammy Carter, you didn't mean anything by anything, and
no, of course not. I was just trying to express my opinion,
Yeah.
And
and I'm sorry for the viewers if they came on there to hear about Robin Williams and they got other things that they weren't asking for. I apologize for that.
The only reason I had dropped from that podcast was because it was kind of depressing, but it was kind of the topic, so I wasn't going to change it or anything. I just kind of dropped from it.
And you have every right to do that, because if it's ever a situation where you don't want to talk about things or whatever, you can drop out and it's not, it's not a big deal. Everybody understands.
Exactly. Yeah.
It went into many different directions, and that's all right, guys. I gotta go.
Yeah, Sergio. Yeah.
Take care, Joe. All right, Joe.
Yeah, but like I say, You know, that's why I encourage, like, you know, Whovians, if they want to join, like, Who Harmony, then, you know, get in touch and, you know, Prime You, etc. You know, because I mean, there's a lot of Whovian shows that we do. If there are people who want to, who like respect what our opinions are, and you know, and stuff. But I guess Andrew, you've got something to add, right?
No.
Well, fair enough.
Very
Well,
insightful.
With Who Harmony, I joined beginning of last week.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I've been on every show since because I absolutely love it. And
There you go.
yeah,
And I think I joined probably last week then. Yeah, and I've been on a few. I just have been busy, so I haven't been able to be on all of them. But yeah.
Exactly. You see, you heard it from the new people, but themselves really, and you know, that's why I encourage like new Whovians to come and you know share their thoughts on Doctor Who. You know, it's Peter Capaldi's season. I mean, come on. But you know, well, come on, it's Capaldi month. Yeah, it's Capaldi's debut. I mean, come on, it's only just a matter of days until Capaldi's due to start. But anyway, any final words on this one?
just stop the hating.
Yeah, spread the love.
Yeah.
Spread the love.
Yep, spread the love.
Let's spread the love with as many
Yeah, spread the
women
love.
as possible at the same time. Daniel.
Yeah, just stop all the stupid stuff and just no more hatred and everything, like hatred. No more hatred. Just support, love, and that's it.
I hope
If
I hope
you
that all the
hate
haters.
a lot of people, you can't really be very good or popular with, you know, people when it comes to them loving you.
I
Yeah.
hope that all the haters take a moment. I hope all the haters take a moment to stop and smell the flowers. And,
Oh, Michael
You know.
Shannon.
Oh, Michael Shannon, how's it going, my man?
no, that's
Hang
Jason.
on. Who's that again? It's
Jason Voorhees.
Jason's
What is
Morgan.
it?
That's it.
What is this hanging out about? What is the topic?
Well, what's the topic? Well,
Oh, God, Jason, please.
I guess you were watching, right? Or
Wait a minute.
No, you sent me a link. You sent me a link. I wasn't watching.
well, you know, we were just talking about this, you know, trying to stop the hatred and stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Sammy. Let me know what the topic is before you send me the link, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Come on,
Oh,
I thought you
okay.
wanted to express your opinion on that. I mean, you know,
Oh,
get a
okay,
message
okay.
across or something like that.
I'll tell you what. I'll express my opinion on these guys. I'll try to keep it clean, okay?
Yeah, carry on. Yeah.
But these son of a bitches, okay? We all know who they are. We know who they are, okay? And they're not the only ones. We can make up excuses that they're fucking sick in the head, okay? But guess what? Some of us are a little fucked up in the head too, okay? And when we see our friends getting bullied and getting hurt, and you pussies, you want to make your videos, you know, and make your shitty comments and dislike Sammy Carter's videos and Joe's videos and whoever else. Put your motherfucking face on the goddamn video if you're gonna troll people. Let's see if you have the balls to do that, okay? All right, I'm one to talk. I have a mask on right now. But there you go. There's a peek. But anyway, you know what? Fuck you motherfuckers, okay? And for right now, I don't know if you guys mentioned the pussies' names or anything like that. Did we go there?
A few of them, yeah.
Well,
We almost did, but
We've
You
tried.
know, it sucks. It sucks because a couple of these guys were former friends of ours that joined us on Sammy Carter shows, on Matrixlord shows, on David Aston shows. And look what happened here. You You motherfuckers, you were our friends. How can you do this? How can you sleep at night picking on Sammy Carter, who motherfucking puts 100% in his videos like nobody else? Sammy Carter will pump out 5 videos a day. Why? Why does Sammy do this? Because he loves it. Because Sammy loves... You know what? You don't like Sammy's face? You think Sammy... Oh, I don't like his face. Stop fucking watching him, you dicks. You don't like Joe? You think, fuck Joe. Fucking eat so much pizza. Fuck him. You know what? Don't watch him, you fucking dickhead. You guys are pissing me off. But guess what? Guess what I'm going to do? Guess what when this gets all quiet and shit, and you guys stop bullying and stop the hate, I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget, because maybe it'll be a year or 2 from now. I'll get you motherfuckers. I'll get you some way. We'll think of something, Dave, right?
How about spontaneous Sunday carvery?
Yeah, something, okay? I might find you guys in a dark alley and give you a big kiss, okay? Just to creep you the fuck out because you guys piss me off. And you're stupid, and you're stupid. And your stupid videos are not even funny. At least edit them right. At least, you know, they're stupid. They're stupid. Aren't they, though? Aren't they stupid, these videos? They're not even funny. Come up with some fucking original ideas, will you fucking twats? Anyway, you can catch me starting I believe, next Friday. On the horror cast. And Sammy's joining us.
What do you mean I eat too much pizza? What the hell are you talking about? What the hell, man? I will eat as many freaking slices as I like, and nobody can tell me different, Jason.
That's right, man.
I'm coming to Crystal Lake, mother.
Hey, just spreading the love. You know, I like myself some pizza. Just letting the people know out there if they have a problem with any of us.
Right.
And stop watching us. Stop watching us.
Pizza is always an appetizer before the camp counselors. Yeah.
I tell you what. I'm glad Mike Shannon came on here and actually stood.
You know what though? You know what, Sammy? Sammy sent me the link. I just thought it was a regular show. I didn't know I thought we were going to talk horror movies. So again,
I wanted to get people's, I wanted people to, try and put an end to the hatred. Matrixlord came up with the idea of the hangout. I mean.
Oh look, Stephen Price is here. All right, Stephen Price. Let him have the. Let him. Oh, Howard's here. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh my God! Now it gets interesting.
Just a message.
Yeah, Rorschach.
Howard, what you
oh my
got?
God! There's puppets. There's hockey mask people. There's.
This is how serious this is.
All right,
They're not the only ones. They're not the only ones sick in the head. We are too. So they don't know. They don't know who they're messing with. They don't know who they're messing with. And we take care of our friends, and we have our friends' backs. And I'm sorry if my language was a little cursy. Just defending my friends here. I love everybody.
Jason, I gotta take care of some of your victims that wound up in here, so gotta patch them up, whatever. So I gotta go.
Take care.
Mess with us, and basically you become pizza toppings.
But yeah, Howard, what are you gonna say about these trolls' business? Got anything to add, Howard?
All these trolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these trolls can kiss my hairy arse.
Well, what about you, Zach? I mean, I guess you got something to add, right?
No, not really. But the more you acknowledge them, the more they take pleasure in this. So from now on, we should move on and with their lives because they don't matter at all.
Yeah. We're moving on right now. We're going to start this off, guys, with some of our favorite horror films that we enjoyed in the past. I'm going to definitely recommend, if you guys do not have the original Jaws film right here, I have it on VHS. Look at this sexy VHS tape. Now, Jaws is a great shark film, and which Jaws all about? Revenge, man. And I'll tell you another thing. Jaws looks out for his friends, so if anybody's bullying Jaws' friends, he's gonna eat their asses, and that's pretty much what we're gonna do. But anyway, I give this a definitely 9 out of 10. Beautiful movie. Go ahead, Sammy.
Yeah. I definitely agree. You definitely got a good movie there.
We need Mr. Pumpkinhead's opinion on this situation. Mr. Pumpkin, where are you at, sir?
Oh,
And Howard,
hang on.
you're looking at me funny, Howard. What's going on, Howard?
Oh, just had me tea, that's all, you know. I had a cheeseburger.
Oh, okay. Oh, nothing wrong with a nice old American cheeseburger. Yes.
Did you
There
share
you
it with
go.
John Bannerman?
I think I'm probably gonna go at this point. So, yeah.
Cool.
It might be on later. Just, I don't know,
Yeah.
I have nothing to say.
Probably on.
Oh, well, sorry if we creeped you out. If we just thought it was
No.
a different
I
hangout.
just have nothing to say at this point.
All right.
Whoa.
I don't know. Unless you want me to stay in the call, and I'll just kind of leave
Hey,
it
feel
on. I don't
free.
know.
Yeah.
Got a mask?
I
Got a
don't
mask?
mind how you feel.
Oh, geez, look who you might want to stay. You might want to meet Mr. Pumpkinhead here. Take it away. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just here to say that I'm disgusted by what I've just heard by Sammy Carter himself, and what can I say? I'm disgusted. Really, I'm disgusted, and I really hope that people will please subscribe to Sammy's Extras and show your support for this guy, especially through this difficult time, because I will not stand for this crime and this. I'm trying to think of other words to describe it, really, but
Put your camera on, Mr. Pumpkin. We can't see you.
hang on. Let me sort my camera out here.
Sort it out there, pal.
Yeah, can you see me now?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Very. Like I said, I'm really surprised and devastated by this, and I just hope people will support Sammy Carter through this difficult time, and please like this video if necessary. Also subscribe to the Horror Harmony, as there will be some Horror Harmonies coming up very soon.
Yes.
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 David Aston.
We only, just a normal Wednesday afternoon with Michael Myers, Pumpkinhead, Mr. Puppet, and the bloke from whatever his
We
name
don't
is.
do this for free.
It beats hanging out with the family, don't it? The family's kind of boring, aren't they, huh?
I mean, come
Yeah,
on,
if we
where's
get
the
together-
people I expect to
Yeah,
meet
come
this
on.
time?
Not really into
Yeah.
horror stuff, so I think
Oh, okay.
I probably won't be in that. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
We
I'm
also discussed My Little Pony Friendship is Magic also on the show. We mix it up a bit. We just mix it up a bit. You know? That's
I agree.
nothing wrong with that. And if somebody has something nasty to say about My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, you gotta deal with me, okay? I
got
love
nothing
you.
against it. Just
Okay.
whatever.
Deal with him, and also deal with me.
Oh, yes. All right, Sammy, I guess how long has this been going on? This show I thought was something different, but go ahead.
Too long.
Oh, well, you know, I was going to come to the closure of this cast. Hang on, let me just say a minute. Hang on a minute.
Hour and 32 minutes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You know, don't make me sick my little friend on you here, okay? He might look cute.
Expose.
He might look cute, but he's my deadliest weapon I have down here in the
I'm
dungeon.
gonna-
Walk away.
I'm just gonna kind of take that adipose now.
Oh, there you go. Hello. Yes.
But like I was saying, you know, any closing arguments, any closing talks?
I don't know.
Well, you know what it is, guys.
This
you know,
cast took a left turn at Albuquerque.
it definitely did. I'm sorry. I thought this was a different cast, but you know, in seriousness, we all love our friends. We hate seeing our friends getting picked on and getting bullied. and I'll always have my friends back. Always. 100%, because I love you, Sammy. I love Joe. They're my buddies. I love all you guys, man. You know, you're making your shows. You're just trying to make people happy. That's all you're trying to do. Just for that's all, man. So we're always here for you, bro.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Every single one.
Yeah.
But like I said, I do really appreciate.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Like I said, I do actually appreciate this full house I'm getting today. It just feels great.
I did not mean to drop my phone. That just kind of happened.
I know.
Look at the love, Sammy. Everybody loves you, man. And if the other guys could be in here, they would be. Yeah.
You know what? I'm actually gonna might as well come out and say this, but very soon, Who Harmony is gonna be recording some episodes, not just on here, but on Zoom.
Yeah.
I'm putting it out there now because it's about time. If we're gonna get a big Whovian community, then we're gonna have to use Zoom at some point.
Yeah.
To hold us all.
How many
in.
can you do with Zoom? How many more people?
Can I say something, Sammy?
Yes, Howard. Yeah, go on.
Oh, Harmony is fantastic. I enjoy each show.
Yes.
There you go. See, Howard said it.
Howard rocks.
Yes.
Well, that will definitely be fun. But like I said, Mike Shelley's got the Whovians podcast this weekend. If any Whovians want to join to talk about on Saturday the Three Doctors, or on Sunday the Empty Child and the Doctor dances, make sure to get in touch with him or myself, and I'll obviously give out the links to those who want to join that cast on Zoom, of course.
Make sure you link me to the Empty Child one.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, I will do.
Is the Zoom account free?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's free. Yeah, definitely.
You can sign up using Facebook, so you just have to use your Facebook sign in, and it gets you right in.
Good.
Yeah,
It's 40. Our free count is 40 minutes before it cuts you off, and you can talk or record for 40 minutes.
Mr. Beefhead, how's it going?
No, I'm doing very well. How are we doing, guys?
We're doing good, really. I mean, we had Joe on here earlier trying to stop the hatred and all this and that, and
yeah, that's understandable.
But
what's up,
yeah, I didn't know if you got anything to add on that, Beefhead, if you had anything, or
yeah, matters are
This
going
is
to be
like the
addressed.
longest ending to a podcast ever.
yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, matters will be addressed. I'll have a look, see what I can find, deconstruct some stuff, and see what I can get to, see what I can find. I'm on the case.
Yeah.
Here's all that, Beefhead. I mean, it's like I said, we want to like show our support for Matrixlord212, and then obviously Tim, he even joins Matrixlord on many of his cast, and so does Mike D and some of his other cast members, and obviously Graham McGartley, who couldn't join us probably because of the full hangout, and he's probably busy right now having a nice drink,
Yes.
I'll just say this. It's unnecessary. The parties that they are is sort of like there's no necessity to start this. People have just respected their own privacy, their own space. If you can't do that, then it's you that's got the problem.
Yeah, like I said, I do appreciate everyone's comments today, because it's about time we stand up for this and put an end to it all, and I mean, I didn't want to like didn't want to make myself like criticism. I just wanted to voice my opinion, and I think I took that well, actually.
You're entitled to voice your opinion, Sammy. As is everyone. If it's a valid and structured and sensible opinion, then that's fine. But the necessity of what's going on at the moment is just stupid and pathetic.
It is. But like I said, eventually at some point I'll be doing some Zooms. eventually I'll find the time to start doing like some Who harmonies on Zoom, as well as obviously, like I said, if you want to join the Whoviest podcast, either contact Mike Shelley or myself, and because obviously Mike Shelley is very welcome for new Whovians, as Mike says.
Yes, he is. And friendship is magic. Friendship is magic.
Well, there you go.
Go ahead, Sammy.
He said it. But anyway, see you over next Hangouts I do, wherever that will be. But take care, everyone. And thanks for everyone for coming in, by the way.